Okay, hello student. Now we are going to learn the list in Python. Now what is a Python list? A list is a collection of data type in Python. It is ordered and allowed duplicate entries. Correct? So list can be homogeneous and it may be non-homogeneous. Now what is the concept of homogeneous? Homogeneous means look, all the values are integer. Correct? So I can say this is a homogeneous list. If the values are like this 11.1, 12.2, 13.3, 14.4, again this is a homogeneous list because all have floating value or double value. But what is non-homogeneous? Non-homogeneous means see the values are 11, joy, now this is a string, this is another integer, this is a floating point number or a double number. So this is a non-homogeneous, correct? To declare a list, we use the square bracket. Definitely I will be showing you within few minutes how to declare list. So what is the purpose of this list? With this list we can do lots of functions. Like we can implement stacks, we can implement queues, all this kind of things. Now what is a stack? So this is an empty stack. Now if I say push, push means something will enter into the stack, so 1 will come. Now again if I say push, so 2 will come. So look, 1 comes at the bottom and 2 appears over 1. Now if I say push again, so 3 will come over 2. Now if I say pop, so pop means 3 will exit. The concept is stack means last in, first out. So what is the element that is entered into the stack at the last? That is 3. So last in will be out first. Correct? This is the concept of stack. At present I am not teaching you the concept of queue, but this is the operations of stack. So this is another picture that clearly depicts the concept of push and pop. Push means store into stack and pop means delete the element from the stack. So when I say push, it goes over to push 3, push 3, and this one is 4, push 6, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if I say pop, so what will be deleted first? 6 will be deleted first. So धीरे धीरे 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 will be deleted. So this is the concept of last in, first out. Correct? Okay. Now it says the lists are mutable in nature. Mutable means suppose this is a list. During operation you can change the elements of the list. That is the concept of it. Plus, see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, but mutable means you can add 2 more boxes to it. Mutable means you can change the element of the list and as well as you can change the size of the list. So here what I am doing, I am changing the elements, the values, as well as I am changing the size of the list. So this is the concept of mutable. Now what I did, I declared a list with the concept of third bracket. See, I told you how to declare list. It is used in square bracket. So here is my list. The elements in the list are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now as I told you that there is a text called edureka. Now the indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and it starts from -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 and -7. I teach you this one. So it starts from 0 index from the beginning and starts from -1 index from the end side. Correct? Okay, what I am doing here, I am going to extract some value. So these are the elements in the list. I can write this in single quote as well as in double quotes. I taught you few classes back. So if I write print A6, so A6 means what will be printed? A. If I say print A -1, again -1 is A. So in both the cases the answer is capital A. See, in A2 Rekha there is only one capital N. Okay, why use list? A list is preferred because it can store multiple data at the same time. It becomes easy to replace and modify the values inside the list. We can store the sequence in the list and perform several iterations using loops as well. There are numerous operations that you can perform in the list. Definitely I am going to explain you within few minutes. So how to create list? So this is the example of a blank list. Correct? I will be executing all these codes for you. Don't worry. Just explaining the theory today. In the next video, I will be executing all the codes. So here I am declaring another list with all integer values or numbers. Here I am declaring an list with all strings. Correct? And I am accessing the elements there. So this is the 0 index, this is the 1 index, this is the 2 index. So what will be the output? Output will be Sachin Tendulkar. Correct? 0 means Sachin and 2 means Tendulkar. So this is your syllabus. In the syllabus, what you are going to learn? The definition of list, the traversal of list, and this function, len function, append function, extend function, insert, count, index, remove, pop, reverse, short, mean, max, sum, finding the maximum and minimum, counting the frequency of elements in the list, all are explained. Correct? So I am going to explain all these functions. So a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I write a dot append 6, and if I write print a, then the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Append means insert at the end. Clear means now there are values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I write a dot clear, so I'll get a blank list. I'll get a blank list like this one, creating a blank list. Next one is copy. So A has some elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I write B is equal to A dot copy, now the same value appears for B. So if I write print B, what I'll get? I'll get these values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means whatever the value stored in A will be stored into B in the same sequence. See, in this case there are lots of values 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3. Now my question is how many 5 is present? Correct? So I'll write print a dot count. That means please count me how many 5 is present in that list. What is the answer? The answer will be 5 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if I write this kind of list, then the answer will be changed to 7. Next, this one is extend the range 6, 11. Now what is the meaning of this 6, 11? You know the concept of range. That means the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it will be 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Correct? So 6 to 11 means it will go to 6 to 10. Okay, next is what is the index of C? A, B, C. Correct? This is index 0, index 1 and index 2. The output will be 2. Next one is pop. Pop means what is the last element here? The last element is 5. So if I write pop, so what will be the output? The output will be 5. See in this picture. What is the last element? Last element is 1, 2, 3. So if I write pop, 3 will be popped. Similarly, in this case, the element stored in the last will be deleted first. Correct? Okay. Next one is remove. The concept of remove is if you write remove, then you will get this output. See, in this output, 11 is missing from the list. 11 is missing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? So A is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If I write reverse, so what will happen? It will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be printed. Another way of reversing the list is this one. I already taught you this concept. Okay, next one is short. So if it is written like short the element, so it will get this kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is shorted. You can execute all these programs. You will get this kind of one. Now iteration through the list. Iteration means reading the elements of the list one by one. So it is what's going to print. It is going to print 1, 2, 3 and 4. But when it gets the value 4, then the loop breaks and don't print 5. Correct? In this case, what I am going to print? It is going to print all the elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this says what is the maximum element here. We will get the output, say 78 is the maximum element. If I say what is the minimum element here, the minimum element here is say 4. Correct. Now sum means you are going to add 12 plus 4 plus 56 plus 78 plus 23 plus 34. You will get the summation. So this is all about the basic concept of list according to your syllabus, and I try to highlight this portion from this presentation. Correct.